All right. Hello, everybody. How is it going out there? What's everybody doing? How's everybody's trading coming along? We have music on here too. I should really start some. I should really put some music, some background music, like rock and roll. There you go. All right. Opening range breakout on gold right now. There it is. Breaking out to the downside. Love to open up with the metals market because that is what's opening up first. I'm here in South Florida, so I am Eastern time. Market opens at 9:30, but gold and the other metals, they open up at 8:20. And here we go, breaking out to the downside there. We don't quite have momentum yet, do we, on that middle time frame, but we've got it on the high time frame. We are in a downtrend on the high time frame. We are in the pseudo downtrend. See that? We are still, we are in this pseudo downtrend here on that middle time frame. That is definitely a mixed signal. Nice rejection candle, right, off of this area here. Here's where all the sellers came in. That's where all the sellers came in. Looks like it hit that previous day's open. Right in there. Previous day's open was hit, and now it's breaking below the opening range. But what I don't like is the fact that we still have green candles, and you can see what gold is doing, right? I mean, this is a very clear example of a sideways movement, right? If you drew a horizontal line like right here, and TrendCloud kind of put it there for you already, right? That green line there. You put a line across your chart that kind of touches. I mean, look at how accurate this is. Look, I mean, that's pretty close, right? Support, support, support. Here it breaks through. Does something crazy, right? Breaks through. You would expect it to hang out here and go further, but it didn't, right? It didn't. It broke above, and now we are in this sideways movement here. Where's our top, right? TrendCloud put the line in there for you already, right? Right about there. That's pretty much where everything gets hit. If we bring it down to the body of the candles, it gets closer to this area right here, right? If we turn everything off, look at that. So these are very specific areas. These are areas of interest, right? You want to pay attention to this, and so we're right in the middle of all of it. We are basically right in the middle of all of it. Any kind of sideways movement, right? Let's lower our rock and roll music. anything in hey, yes, I have music on. I couldn't see the comments before. Javier, what's going on, buddy? The music is still on, yeah. Yeah, I lowered it. All right, let's turn the music off. People are going crazy. What the hell is going on here? Way too loud. Yeah, it was way too loud. There's all these little features on on StreamYard that you can use. Just messing around this morning, just messing around a little bit this morning here. So we've got a sideways movement here, right? And whenever you're in a sideways, whenever you're in any kind of sideways movement, what tends to happen is a lot of miscommunication with the indicators, right? A lot of miscommunication with the indicators, and this will mess up our TrendCloud signals and stuff like that. And it's just something that you have to understand. So in a sideways movement, what do you tend to lean on as far as tools and strategies go? What kind of strategy do you want to use? And it's pretty much it would be trying to take advantage of the fact that, okay, well, the last time we got into this area or this zone and it went down. Okay, so the next time it goes into that area, you can see here what you would do if we were looking at this, right? It's pretty much, you can pretty much take your line that you drew, right? And you can just draw, start the bottom of the line, right? Bottom of the line there, you just take the pivot candle as the distal line, and that proximal line, you just drag that proximal line up to where the majority of those candles hit the tail, right? The wick of those candles, right? And that's a very simple way, right, of drawing this stuff out. Let's open this up more here. All right. So this is pretty much where it starts. And that's how you would draw that. If we drag this back, you can see it kind of likes this area, doesn't it? I always found that to be so interesting, right? I always found that to be very interesting. And then you get these crazy breakouts and stuff. Good morning, Frank. Good to see you guys here. We were playing rock and roll music before, Frank. Missed it. So we can expect any type of breakout here. So is this going to continue to the downside, or is this going to be a bear trap? Is this going to be a bull trap? Right? If it breaks out to the upside, I don't know. When there's too many questions, too many questions. What you do is you kind of just sit on your hands, right? So let's see. We do have the middle chart is messing us up on those gold signals, right? Middle chart's messing us up here. We got it on here. High time frame is good, but that middle time frame, it's just sideways. And if we can't see a clear direction of momentum and trend, just keep it simple, guys. Momentum and trend, high time frame, down. Momentum and trend, middle time frame. Can't tell. Let's see. We got a red 50 simple. Candles are green and yellow, but we're below the trend cloud. What? Don't be confused. This is mixed signals. So you have to understand that TrendCloud is telling you, hey, not really sure what's going on here. I know that my candles should be red on the middle time frame. I know that my CCI should be below that negative 100. But they're not. But yet it's breaking out to the downside here. Could be short-lived, right? So that the art of looking at those mixed signals, and our TrendCloud member, Mr. Kazi. Let me see if I can bring this up on screen here. I will bring that up. Let me present this to you guys really quick. Let me show you this window. There you go. Krishnan sent this in. He's using Kazi's scoring system, and Krishnan scored out the Aussie dollar here. And so this is what Kazi's Excel spreadsheet looks like. And what he did was he gave everything a little score, right? TrendCloud up arrow. Here's the score, right? First pullback, second pullback, anything after that. And trend, momentum, curve, okay? And you can score what's going on. You're on all three of those time frames, right? Very cool, right? Very cool stuff. So you can do that, right? You can do that, and whatever you need to use to have that understanding, that's what you do. So that's like more of a numbers part of what Kazi used for TrendCloud, and it works very well. So if you and that's a way to get good and technical with it, and that is on the private Facebook group. So if you go into the private Facebook group, he's got a nice presentation on it, and I've pinned it to the top of the page, so you can always find it there. And yeah, so mixed signal there. Mixed signal there on gold. And to take a chance on that with a mixed signal, let's just find something else, right? Let's find something else. Oh, let me bring up the scanner. Okay. And we don't see gold on here, and that's for a reason, right? That's why we don't see gold on there. Now, we do see natural gas and crude oil here pulling back. Let's go over to the micro crude, and we're going to need the 5-minute opening range for that. We did get a signal here. Now look at what's happening with crude oil, right? 4-hour chart is up, but the trend is down. Middle time frame trend is up, but the momentum is down, right? And we're just starting to break below here. So this is just starting. So perhaps on crude oil, when we get to that opening range, right? When the opening range forms, right? The 5-minute opening range right here, which it has just formed right now, right? 5-minute breaking out to the upside here. I think we've got more information pointing down, but we're still in that upward trend. At least if we had the crossover here, right? At least if we had the crossover on the 1 hour, we could be looking for those downward moves. So it's really 50-50. We're trying to look for stuff that's more than 50-50. That's the whole secret. Don't try to convince yourself that Mark Douglas talks about this. He says, don't try to convince yourself about something that's not there. And so what do? We start piling on more indicators, and we start piling on more information just to validate what we want it to be. Okay. And it's a very interesting thing that happens. So, you know, we've got a system here that works very well. We've got a system here that works very well. So we continue to use that system. But as soon as we say to ourselves, oh, I really want to take this trade on crude oil, that's when the trade plan starts to go out the window, you know, and then you've got, you start piling on, you know, other things that you know, support your narrative. So just a little warning there. Natural gas. Let's check out natural gas. Aha. Hey, wait a second. Look at this picture, guys. Look at this picture. Downtrend on the high time frame. Cycling down. Momentum is down. Downtrend on the middle time frame. Momentum is down. And we're starting to break out to the upside on the opening range here. What would that tell you? That would tell you this right here, it might be some kind of bull trap, right? And what do we have? Look what we've got right here. Pretty interesting. Let's see if we got any trend class. That's on the 5-minute chart, okay? That is on the 5-minute chart. Unfortunately, we missed this right here. Wow, I did not see that. 8 a.m. Man, there's your TrendCloud signal right there at 8 a.m. on that 5-minute chart. Right there. Pulls back into the TrendCloud, down. So it might be making its way back to this area or this area. Let's go to the 15-minute. Okay. So 15-minute drop, base drop. Right there. There's the move. Right there. Okay. You can see if this pulls back into this zone. Now, is it going to be this one or is it going to be this one? Right? This whole thing is actually, we don't know which one it's going to be. But we can take a chance on one. Make that one darker. I'll make that one blue. All right. Now, if this works, that would work out great for our natural gas already. 9. Yeah. Okay. See, so Kazi saw natural gas and it scored a 9. All right. Let's I got to be able to, I have to bring up, I don't have it in front of me. I don't have it. I promise I'll have that up in front of me tomorrow, guys. The scoring system there. I will pull that up. There's the right here, 8 a.m. 5-minute trend cloud down. Yep, right there. 5-minute trend cloud right at 8:05. And there's your entry. There's your stop loss. 2-1 already hit. And Kazi's saying it scored a 9 on the and Kazi, okay, so you took the retest. Took the retest. Let's open it up. So you got in on this candle right here. 8:30. Here's the candle that turned that produced the trend cloud signal. And what Kazi is doing is he's taking the retest of that. So he's turning this like into a supply zone, right? And that's pretty much what this is forming, right? You'll have a leg in, and then the trend cloud is pretty much going to put that signal, that arrow signal, on the leg out, right? That's pretty much what this thing is drawing. It's drawing the leg out. So the retest of that will act as, you know, a supply zone, right? A formation. Let's see. So here's your leg out right here. And I guess you could say, here's the pivot candle, rally, base, drop, right in here, okay? Now, the way we learn to draw that is like this at OTA, right? We learn to draw it like that. And what this did was it pulled in and it hit that leg in. So this would have had to travel all the way back up to here in order to go short there. So it's just another way. So taking the pullback into that trend cloud signal, and that's what Kazi's been doing. I think from the beginning there. So now we've got this. Now we've got this thing going on, but this is really a rally and a drop, isn't it? This is a rally and a drop on that 5-minute. 15-minute, you can see drop, base, drop. Right, so it's looking good on the 15-minute, and I definitely like, let me get rid of this. I definitely like this rejection candle here, right? Putting it right over that rejection candle. And we've got the previous day's open here. In fact, why don't we drag this to that previous day's open and reduce our risk. Can we make it here? That's too expensive, but we can reduce our risk like that. And we are almost there. All right, so pulling back. $150. Not sure what's going to happen here, right? Not sure what's going to happen here, but we've got that previous day's what we want, right? We really want this here. That is what's in question right now. Make that red. So that's what we're looking at. if this doesn't, if this wants to go to the top here, we can take that. We can take that trade as well. We can set that up here, sell. Okay. If both of those fail, then we're out for the day, right? Because we can't go, we can't lose more than our the rule is that $500 limit, right? And those are two pretty big trades there, right? Okay, let's keep looking. Let's go over to the I know Krishnan, I'm not sure if he's in here yet, but let me see. I don't see him in here, but we were looking at the Australian. Okay, Aussie dollar is on here for short. Again, right? We're looking for that short on the Aussie dollar. We've got it on the high time frame. We've got the hook down. Momentum is down. We don't have it on the middle chart. So that's out. Where's that Swiss? Here. Down, down. Just starting to move down, right? Go over to the 5-minute. There's the signal right there. There's your signal on the Swiss franc. Downtrend. We're just starting to break, right? That's pretty close. Breaking through structure here, looking good, right? Looking good. Might be able to get the retest. Might be able to get the retest there. Here. Rally base drop. Forming a rally base drop right here on the 1-hour chart. Okay. Now a rejection would look pretty bad, right? From here to here, let's just recalculate this really quick. That's kind of scary, going all the way back up here. That would be quite a rejection candle there, wouldn't it? Hey, Mariana. Good morning. Good to see you. Wow, the Swiss is just taking off. I'm going to leave that alone. That is just taking off there. But we do have, right? We're looking at that right there. Fourth wave, starting to push down. That's what that's looking like on the lot of currencies today. A lot of currencies. Oh, we had some plan. We had a plan of attack here. And look at that. It pulled back to that 786 on that high time frame and then made a move down. Okay. Downtrend, downtrend. Momentum is down, right? If we start seeing some 5-minute TrendCloud signals, we can take that on the New Zealand dollar. Okay, we've got it on the 15-minute chart. 15 minutes giving us some signals here. And that is your leg out. That is your leg out there. Right, rally base drop. Rally base drop. And pulling back. And it really likes to do that, doesn't it? Breaks to the downside, pulls back just about 50%, breaks to the downside. This pulled back almost 100%, right? And we're back at a 50% retracement here. Now this is, look out on the 1 hour chart, right? Starting here, right? We break below structure right there. Oops. Let me turn off that time. Okay. So we break below structure right here. Break below structure. Pulls back. And does not break below structure, right? So we caught this move to the downside, and now it's pulling back to here. So we've got this going on, right? We've got the beginning of a sideways movement here, don't we? Right? Here's your low. Here's your high. And we're starting this sort of sideways movement. So you can start to put those classical charting patterns together when your eye gets, starts getting used to seeing that. And it's all just by looking at structural breaks, right? Where did the majority of this stuff hit here? I would say right there, right? Pretty close, right? Break through all of that, break back to the upside. And now it's forming a higher low. Right there. Here's your low. Here's your higher low. Most likely this is going to go sideways. Right? We can only trade what we see. Identify and move on. Identify and move on. Looks real nice, right? We definitely still have downtrend on all 3 time frames, and that's why this 15-minute TrendCloud signal is working out, because we do have everything. Will it be short-lived? That's the question you always have to ask yourself. Will this be short-lived? And that's why you want to get risk-free. What's going on with our trade here? Did we miss it? Pulling back. All right. Little natural gas trying to pull back into that area. See, now here, we did break through structure here, right? And we're starting to get that rejection candle there. Right? Previous day's open is right here, inside of this drop base drop on the 15-minute chart. Okay. 5-minute opening range. So we're looking at a bull trap. This is a clear example of a bull trap, right? And we're getting a signal now. We are getting a signal on the 5-minute chart. What to do? What to do? Is this now going to turn around from here and not hit our zone? Let's see. We had this right there. Man, we're getting super, super close. This thing might turn around and start to leave the building. Increased our risk a little bit on there. Not sure what it's going to do, right? We'll never know. We'll never know what it's going to do. But we are getting a TrendCloud signal. So hopefully we get that little bit of a pullback into this zone. But it might reverse and start to head down. In which case, if it does break below here, we could enter the trade, okay? And then our stop loss would be just above the pivot candle. You can't plan for every possible outcome, right? Well, what if it then turns around and hits that? Well, you'll never know, right? You can't plan for every possible outcome. You can only trade what you see. You can't plan for like every single possible outcome there. All right. Oh, Russell almost at 2-1. Let's go over to the Russell. Micro Russell. $15-minute extended trend. TrendCloud signal right here, right up. That was 5-minute. Go out to the 5-minute. Recalculate. Get rid of that. Okay. Uptrend. Uptrend. Momentum is up. I'm not seeing it on here. 5-minute. What about the 15-minute? Looks like the 15-minute. So here on the Russell, 15-minute TrendCloud signal. Right there. Stop loss is there. And it did retest it. It did retest almost, right? We are extended there. How about ADR checkpoints? Now we're pretty far away from any ADR. Pretty far from any ADR checkpoint. But the Russell is extended there. I'm not seeing it on our scanner. But I think this is what Kazi's talking about here. That 15-minute candle. Very strong trend. Very strong trend to the upside here. What else do we have? Oh, we do have, well, let's see here. Let's go over to the euro. Let's check out the euro. Okay, so the euro just hit the first ADR checkpoint. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of reaction we get off of that. Downtrend, cycling down, momentum is down. Great, we love that. Middle time frame, downtrend, momentum is down. Great, let's start looking for those 5-minute TrendCloud signals, right? Come on, TrendCloud. There you go. Okay, so interesting. 5-minute pulls down and 6:25 in the morning hits that first ADR checkpoint, starts to become extended. Sixth wave hits it again, lot of support, bounces back, recalculates, and now we're breaking below that support level, heading for this second ADR. So this 5-minute TrendCloud signal here, okay, super close to that ADR level. Candles are blue. Probably would not have taken that, right? Probably would not have taken that signal to the downside on the euro because the trend was extended and we had already hit the first ADR level. So let's sit on our hands and wait. We get another signal, pulls back, recalculates. Aha. Okay, now we got a fresh count on our trend. Here's your signal right here. Enter. I mean, stop loss, right? TrendCloud put it in there for you. Broke through. Heading for this level right here. Heading for this ADR checkpoint right here at 125%. Will it make it? We don't know if it'll go that far. It's got a 42% chance to get to this. Where's your 1-to-1? It's already at 1-to-1 right there. Right? There's your 1-to-1. And we're starting to reverse here. So what I would do in this situation, I'd put my stop loss just above that candle. Right? Say, okay, if it does pull back into this area, you can take another shot at it, but let's keep the money that we already made. Keep the money that we already made, right? Follow it down. Follow it down every 2 candles. So 2 candles back. 2 candles back is our entry point. So, keep your stop loss right there. If it pulls back, well, we only made like, $15 or whatever. But if it continues down, we've got a 42% chance to get to this next level. All right, so we'll put a little alert. There we go. We'll put an alert on that, and then we'll know what happened there. Boy, natural gas. We got skunked. There you go. Another signal there. Another signal on natural gas. It just missed our demand zone, didn't it? Just missed our demand zone. Pulled back a little further. And now it's starting to form another TrendCloud signal. We really have to wait for that. We're going to have to wait for that to finish, okay? Because we did form a pivot candle that was higher than this signal. So this signal gets negated, right? We can't just keep our entry right here. I mean, we could, but we broke through it. Formed another pivot candle, and now we're forming another TrendCloud signal. We have to take whatever this signal is right there. Really thought it was going to pull back. See, you never know. You never know. And that happens, right? How many times does that happen? It's like, oh, okay, we've got our, rally-based drop here. We've got this this zone. This actually we've just boxed out a pivot candle here, right? Because what is that exactly? Yeah. This really isn't a rally-based drop, right? This is a pivot candle. This is your rally and this is your drop. So this is just pivot candle and a drop, right? This is an actual zone. That is an actual zone. Now that I look at that, put the opening range on there, and there's your entry point. Now that I'm looking at that, this is the 5-minute chart. Oh, but the 15-minute, please explain the difference between the rally-based drop and the pivot candle only. Yeah. So on the 15-minute chart, Gary, we've got a leg in. We have a definitive base drop on the 15-minute chart, and that's what we're looking at, right? Let me let me clear all of this. Okay. You definitely see the base drop on the 15-minute chart, right? The reason why this is a basing candle is because it closed inside of the range of the leg in. Okay, it looks like we're going to get this. But on the 5-minute chart, this right here, this candle closed right here. So here's a rally, right? This is a bullish candle, closed right here. The next candle closed right here. That's a new structure high, right? There are no basing candles. So basically what you have here is a pivot candle, which is the highest candle before the leg out. Yeah. Yep. So we just have pivot candle, and then this candle here breaks through all of it, closes right here, right? So that's what it is. Nice. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. Look how it's just coming up to the top there, and what do we do in this situation? What do we do? We have to try and read the candles, right? But we want to read it on that 15-minute chart. The body of the candle, there is value in the body of the candle. There's value in the body of the candle. Okay, so keeping it there. Previous days open. We're protected by the previous days open. This thing is breaking out of, we do want the 5-minute. 5-minute opening range. Come on, opening range. We broke out. This is our bull trap. Now, why is this a bull trap? because of all the downward movement. Downtrend, downtrend, momentum is down, cycling down, right? This is picking up on the movement here, right? But we're still below that zero line. My goodness, look at that. One more little push up to grab that entry. A lot of force to the downside. Down, down, down. Trend is down. Now, there's a lot of people that are looking at this and they're saying, oh, breakout to the upside. Yeah, for now. For now. But just like a fish trying to, jump into the waterfall, right? Here's your waterfall. Waterfall, 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 waterfall. Little fish jumping up into that, all of that momentum current, that downward momentum current, right? Again, natural gas, expensive stuff. Expensive stuff. I like it. I like how all of this is just sort of teetering there, Candles are getting smaller. 3 minutes left. We definitely know on the 15-minute chart, that's the bottom of the candle there. And there is value in that. There is value in that. Just like there's value when taking targets, right? When we take targets, trend has become extended. Right here, breaks to the downside. We get the crossover, right? Pull back into that area, right? Pull back into this area here. Targets, right? Bottom of the candle, bottom of the body of the candle, target, right? Look at that over here, target. Look left, right? Target, target. Bottom of the candle, bottom of the candle, bottom of the candle, bottom of the candle. Those are great targets, right? The pullback, right? The pullback on your trend, all the little pullbacks. The bottom of the base of the candle, great for targets. Great for targets. Unbelievable. Sort of teetering right there. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. And you will find yourself, you'll find yourself doing stuff like this, moving this around. Well, maybe I should put it here. Maybe I should put it here. Maybe I should put. It's a very natural thing to do, It's a very natural thing to do. Maybe, you just got to look at it, say this is a drop-based drop. There's the bottom of the, the candle there. Just got to leave it there, right? If we don't make it, there's always going to be something else. But you could waste a lot of energy. You can waste a lot of energy trying to figure out every single scenario, right? Every single scenario. You don't have to, right? You don't have to do that. Drop-based drop on the 15-minute chart, that's a level. Opening range. broke out to the upside with all of that downward momentum and downward trend on the higher time frames, we're not going to take this thing long. We're looking to take it short. Why the heck is it breaking out to the upside? Bull trap. The question is the bull trap here or is it here? All right, here's the one that's further away on the 5-minute chart. We don't know. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's look at some, let's take a look at copper here. Let's take a look at copper. Get over to the 15-minute opening range on copper. Copper has hit the ADR checkpoint. Copper has hit the ADR checkpoint. 100%. Very early on, right? It actually hit it at 3 o'clock in the morning. We hit that ADR checkpoint level, pulled back, and now we're hitting it again. Okay. We do have an uptrend on the 4-hour with momentum, and we've got an uptrend on the 1-hour with momentum. Okay, so that means that our 5-minute TrendCloud signals right here, here's, right, we're looking for those upward TrendCloud signals. Got it right here, right at 9:30, right at the open on the 5-minute. No other signals though. Natural gas. All right, so we just got into that natural gas trade. So right here, TrendCloud signal on copper, but would we have taken this? No, right? Because we already hit that ADR checkpoint. It works just like the Globex trap, guys. ADR works just like the Globex trap. In fact, I kind of like ADR better than Globex trap. 102, right? They kind of both tell you the same thing. Like, hey, copper has run 102%, but it's a little, it's a little confusing for me because it's, well, does that mean it ran 100% to the downside? Let's open this up. 15-minute chart. So from here all the way to here. So it definitely ran up 102% of the ATR. And we know that we're hitting the ADR, average daily range, and we are starting to move higher from there. There we go. Little clearer picture, right? So what do we do? Well, the move is pretty much over, right? The move is pretty much over. To go long here, you're really pushing it. You're super extended. The trend is early. So in this case, the trend is not extended. This thing has just ran the full length of what it usually does in a day, right? All right, let's go over to our natural gas. See that? Pulling in. Pulling into drop base drop here. Second supply zone is up here, right? Downtrend, and impulsing down, right? Downtrend, starting to get a little bit of a movement to the upside here, but we are protected, right? We are protected right there. Take off the Globex trap, ADR levels, opening range. All right. So we're going to see how this natural gas trade pans out. What else do we have on here? Wheat. Agricultures are up. All right, let's go right down the line here. Agricultures are up. Wow. There's that break of structure we were looking for on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, super extended, right? Take a look at this. 4-hour chart, super extended to the downside. Where does the trend terminate, right? Right here. Trend termination right there happened today on wheat. So now we've got a low and a higher low. It's official. We can start looking for pullbacks, right? We can start looking for pullbacks into, some kind of demand zone. And right here, drop. Well, that's just a market low, right? Drop and a drop. Drop and a drop, and then a rally. So this is just your pivot candle. So again, Gary, there's another sneaky kind of, wow, look at the rejection off of this. Just reading the candles. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? All the buyers came in right here, pushed it up. Okay, got pushed back down, retested this area. Right, this whole area here. I mean, you can just use the candles. And now we've broken through right there. There you go. Look at that. Downtrend. Major. Got a lot of buyers came in here, rejected, right? Pushed everything back up. Buyers came in again. And right there. Okay. That is your first sign of trend reversal structurally on wheat. TrendCloud is telling us now that we've got a yellow candle. That's your transition candle there, right? There's that transition candle. So it's really nice. It's a really nice representation of trend reversal. We're all trying to find trend reversals, right? Where's the beginning of the trend? Well, you can see it without it, right? Right here. There's that break of structure. Boom. The trend has ended, right? There's your low. There's your higher low. There's your break of structure. So you can draw lines like that, or put something like this, like TrendCloud on your chart. Candles are extended. Get ready. Something's going to happen. Wow, look at this. Rejection candle, right? A lot of buyers came in here. A lot of buyers came in here. Came down, hit it again, went a little lower, more buyers. When we get that little plus sign, right? It looks like this, right? When we get that crossover, that's when TrendCloud is telling us complete trend reversal. Complete trend reversal there. Krishnan, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. So, yeah. Okay. So again, without it, what about ADR? Uh-oh. I think we got stopped out. Stopped out of natural gas. Get back over to natural gas. Broke through. Okay, so it broke through, heading for the next zone. Okay. Drop base drop. We had our stop loss right here. Pulling back. Maybe it wants this deeper area here. Okay. But we are still in a triple downtrend here. Downtrend, downtrend. ADR checkpoints, nowhere in sight. Heading for some kind of supply zone. All right. So deep pullback. That's too bad. That's too bad. And this is expensive stuff, right? So you got to be very careful with how much of this that you trade. See, so it was really looking, it changed almost instantly. Look at all of this, right? We were saying, wow, it's just going to hit that and then reverse. And it didn't. You never know. You never know what it's going to do. That's why you need to pay very close attention to the risk management part, right? Risk management, very, very important. So we're heading back up to here. Let's go over to that 1 hour 1 hour trend cloud. And let's take a look. Let's clear everything on the chart. Open this up. Make it nice and big. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Kind of sideways, right? Trend cloud is pushed right up against that 50, right? And that definitely shows some weakness, doesn't it? Summary, Kazi saying summary scored a 7 for me, but it did go 2 to 1. Consistency's sake for me. Yep, exactly. So early on, the first trend cloud signal ended up working, and the supply zone failed, right? But you could see here pullbacks into the trend cloud, that take place when you've got this wide, when you have all this space. You've got all this space here, right, between the trend cloud and the 50. All that space. That is a strong trend. That is a strong trend to the downside. Now there's no space, right? Now we're getting squished. So it's kind of like anything that pushes price up into the trend cloud when it's nice and cushioned like this, right? Gives you a reaction. But when you get pushed back up into it and there's not a lot of space, you get stuff like this, right? Could reverse, but this is more of a situation now on that natural gas. All right, so we took a shot. We took a shot on the natural gas supply zone. TrendCloud signal worked beautifully, right? TrendCloud signal worked very nice. Gave you a nice move right here. Entry, exit, nice move down. Retest of that, the retest of the TrendCloud signal worked as well. And then we started failing. TrendCloud signals here started to fail. We looked at the supply zone then to get in. And didn't work. Just stopped us out. Okay. It might still work later on because we're still in a downtrend, right? We just don't know where this thing is going to go. Maybe it wants to go somewhere in here. What we can do is wait for price to get into this area in question, right? And then start looking for lower time frame TrendCloud signals, or if it goes into here and does something, right, like this. There's your pattern. Goes into supply zone, pulls back, and breaks structure. That is the pattern that you look for, just like when you go into a curve zone. Wow, nice, Krishna, nice. Holy cow. Nice move, Christian. 440. Was that, Krishnan, was that from Aussie Dollar? Or that was your natural gas trade? Graham, what's going on, buddy? Graham loves it, Krishnan. That's one of the great things about being in the live room. Aussie Dollar. Okay, yeah. Krishnan is becoming an expert at the Aussie Dollar. He really likes trading that Aussie Dollar. And I think that's because of the time frame too, because where you're at, right? In India, right, Krishnan? I know you were here for a while. But yeah, you have to adjust to instruments that fit your time zone as well. And that's awesome. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Okay. So yeah. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, with that, guys, we're at top of the hour there. 10 o'clock. My voice is starting to go. So I'm going to grab some breakfast and edit some more videos for you guys. Definitely. This is what's so good about the live room. We can celebrate those, those victories, make discoveries, and just share it with each other, right? Because no one knows what we're talking about ever. Like whenever you go out with your friends or whatever, you start talking about trend clouds and moving averages, they're going to look at you like you have 5 heads, right? Nobody knows what you're talking about, but we understand what you're talking about. So join us here every day at 9 a.m. with people who know what you're talking about. And yeah, it's just how it is, right? So, all right, guys. Well, great job, everybody. Nice moves today. So TrendCloud signals worked out, right? TrendCloud signals worked out. And in this case, the supply zone failed. So, that's why you need a bunch of tools at your disposal to work for you in the market. So good job, guys, using TrendCloud and getting those TrendCloud signals to hit the 2-to-1. Kazi, great job. Christian, great job. Everybody, great job. For those of you who took the trades and made some money, beautiful. Man, awesome. Awesome, guys. All right, everybody. Well, I will see everybody tomorrow. And I'm going to go get some breakfast now. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. Great job.